Right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whichever it is. Here I am, back again, almost like a YouTuber, me, anyway. This is just a quick one, because I asked a question and couldn't really find an answer for it. And you look and you look and you look and you don't get a direct answer. So I just wanted to know, I picked up a VRS Pro 15 and that got delivered the other day, but after a bit of looking around it was really a case of finding out what QR fit it. I'm going to put a link in the description, if I can figure out how you do that, to Sim Racing Corner, which is just a brilliant site, brilliant station, channel for the cheaper side of sim racing. Reviews all the AliExpress stuff, the Simpson pedals, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely first rate. So that's put me on the right track, and it came back that the one that should fit is the Kyostar. So long story short, it does fit. So if anybody picks up one of these and needs to know what QR fits, the Kyostar does fit. I think I put in a best offer. I think 32 quid. I think off of eBay for it. So not bad. You know, I'll move on a couple of QR ones that I've got. So it's basically going to be a straight swap. So if you do pick up one of these, or if you do pick up their UDF thing, their upgradable drive, which I think I'm not really sure how that works with that, to be fair, so I'm not going to go into that. But if you pick up this VRS DirectForce Pro 15, the Kyostar QR does fit. So that's really all this was about, because I asked the question, I couldn't find a definitive answer. Sim Racing Corner did do a quick review on these, and he come back with the fact that the cheap ones that you get off of eBay for like anywhere between 10 and 20 quid don't fit. And but so I took the punt and it does fit. So that's that. That's really it. I suppose the second thing I suppose I could add is, why did I go for the VRS? So I had I've got the DD, the Fanatec DD, and obviously from the other I picked up the Conspit GT300. So I think I just fancied a change. You know, why not? Let's have a go at upgrading. Whether or not I'm going to need it, I don't know. But looking at it, there's not that people say, I know they say there's lots of options out there, but generally there's not a great deal. You've got Sim Magic, you've got Moser, you've got Fanatec, you've got, who else? You've got the Tech, Fussmaster, Logitech. Fussmaster's not in the game at the moment, to be fair. They've got that ugly 50p shape thing. Their other one now, I think, is it the 818? Whoever gave that quick release the go ahead deserves to be fired on the spot. But I'm not even sure if they're making them anymore, because I did see somewhere that they've possibly got a new one coming out, so that was gone. The Logitech, way too expensive for what it is, and you know, unless you're mounting that on a desk in front of your telly, then I don't know where anybody puts that great big hulk. The Tech, we know they're expensive. You know, that's how it is. If you want to go that short, they say they're the best. Oh, I wouldn't know, but they are they are quite expensive. So really, for me, I could have stayed with Fanatec, considering I had a few wheels. I had a brand new V2.5 Formula 2.5 that I got in the black sale, the aforementioned black sale a couple of years ago, and actually got it delivered within 2 weeks. But that sat on the shelf. I put a Simoob podium, you know, I don't know, and I think it was about 300 quid that all in, but never used it, never really got on with it. So I took, and to go up to a Fanatec DD12 newton meters is like 600 quid, I think, something like that. So it was a case of sell all my wheels, sell what I can, and then move on. Obviously the next one on the list, and the one that goes to the top, is the SimMagic, the new Evo. About 570 quid for the 12 newton meter. The one that was on the list to start off with was the Conspit, but coming in at 10 newton meters, I know they say that the newton meters isn't everything, but you're going from 8 to 10. If you're going to spend change, then you really want to go up a bit more. At least you want to feel like you've got something for your money, even if it's just on the box. But then they've come out with a firmware upgrade, and they're now saying it's 12 newton meters. Now with a QR and a 5% off, I think the Conspit Aries was about just under 550 quid, which not too bad, not too bad. And it was honestly at the top there. But then I come across VRS's website, and I think I came across it before because I wasn't too keen on their UDF, their upgradable thing. But I come across their website again, and I'm not sure if I must have come across it before. I'm pretty sure I come across it before, but it just went out. But I'm assuming that it possibly went out because of the price. But when I come across their site again, I'd noticed that this DPF had actually come down in price. And if I can find the shop on here, where is it? Let's have a look. It would actually come down to oh, it's gone for Burton at the moment. Let's have a look. Bases, do forgive me if I'm rambling because I'm not doing editing. So it's come down from 798 euros to 649. So I sent them an email clarifying that it was in euros because it actually ships from the UK, and they come back that it did. So after conversion, I think this comes in at 500, I think 530 quid, I think, for the fit. So when it actually came down to it, what probably started out as one of the quite posh and quite expensive one actually turns out at this particular moment to be pretty much about the best value direct drive on the market, I would say. And trust me, I have looked and I did take everything into account. And on top of that, which is probably, if I can say, the thing that really swayed me, was the 3-year warranty. I don't think SimMagic do. I think SimMagic's 1 year. Moser, their R12 is just knocking on the door of 500 quid. I think that's only a year. I think Fanatec has upgraded theirs now to 3 years. I think pretty much across the board, everybody else is still only a year. This swayed me. Conspit is only a year. The fact that this is German made, whether or not that makes a difference anymore these days, I don't know, but you feel it does. German made, 3-year guarantee, 15 newton meters for 530 quid. I think at the moment this has got to be pretty much the best value on the market. The SimMagic, I know people are singing them from the rooftops how good it is, but you're still looking at 570 quid for 12 newton meters. Whether or not it comes in more than 12 newton meters, who knows, but that's what they're advertising it as. So that's why I went for this. Also, to be fair, the communication was brilliant. When I originally bought it, I forgot to put my house number and everything in it. Sent an email, got something back the same day. I think I ordered it on a Sunday, and I think I got it on a Wednesday, even with my little muck up in the middle. So yeah, I've not put it on yet. I've not, what with work, So I've not got around to it. Hopefully I'm going to do that today, but I just wanted to put on, basically it was a cut. That's why I bought it. I've looked and I've looked and I've looked, and I think at the moment I would have to say at 530 quid, I'm not really sure. I think there's only one of this power which is as good as this. Well, not as good as this, but it possibly could be worth a bit of a gamble if you want to gamble. Is that you can pick up the Camus, the 15 Newton meter Camus, I think, from Sim Racing. Or was it Race Sim? I mean, let me have a look. Let me put it in, sorry. It's coming up. Yep, from Race Sim, I think at the moment you can pick up the Camus 15 Newton meter for just under 300 quid. But I do believe there's a reason for that, because I do believe that the WB15 with 5% off, you can get 15 quid off of that. So you can get that down to like 285 quid for the WD15 15 Newton meters. I think there's a reason why they're 300 quid. I know a few people have problems. I know that the gentleman on Sim Racing Corner started off with a few problems with it. I think Cole Gosling had one, and that magic smoked. So it's probably only got a year's warranty. So I think there's possibly a reason for why that's been reduced on their site from 399 to 299. If you like a gamble, it could be worth a gamble, that one. But to be fair, when this is only 230 quid more, I don't really think it's worth the gamble. So I'm going to end that there for now. I'll try and see what I can get done today. But the main reason for being here was just to say that the Kyostar QR does fit the VRS. So if anybody's wondering, yes it does. And in my personal opinion, people are saying that this is a very good wheelbase. And 15 Newton meters for 530 quid with a 3-year warranty, made in Germany. Sorry, but it's got to be a buy, even over the Alfa Evo. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Sorry if I've rambled, because I'm making this up on the ad hoc. So if I've got anything else to report while I'm setting it up, then I will do, because these are pretty easy to do. So that's me over and out. Thank you.